Yeah, I welcome you all to the second slot on HTML. Okay, so last time we have seen how do we create a HTML page, what are the various softwares required in order to execute this HTML program, right? So just an overview and let's proceed. We have two sections in a program. The first part of the program is the head section and the second part is the body tag. Okay, so in this head section we have this head opening and head closing tags, and just observe the basic syntax. It will show you very clearly how do we navigate within the web page. Okay, so just see, there is a head tag, opening and closing tag, and there is one body tag, opening and closing tag. So the display part, coming to the display part of the complete web page, is decided on the body tag. So whatever you write in the body tag is printed as it is on your web page. So all the printing part, that is the front end part, images, text followed by some form, building blocks, etc. Whatever you want, you can do it in the body tag. So let's see what is meant by a tag. Tag is something whatever you write within this set of angular brackets, and every tag has a name, right? Tag name. And also there is a special feature called as an attribute for every tag. Okay, so every attribute for this tag can be having some value also. So attribute name is equal to, within double quotes you please give the value, attribute value, whatever you want to give. So the HTML tags, whatever you are giving, the attributes are quite fixed. Okay, there are some fixed set of attributes list. So if you wish, you can apply these attributes. Like, just like if you want some color to be given to the text, you can use an attribute called as color is equal to black, is equal to red, is equal to blue, right? That's a small example. Then followed by the closing tag as usual, and the content whatever you want to display in blue color, we are going to write it in between these tags. Okay, so I'll show you with some examples, then it will be much clear. Suppose you want some tag to be printed in bold. Okay, so there is a tag called as a bold tag. Okay, so let's see the last line with an example, that is bold. B stands for bold. So now the word bold, bold, is now going to be written in bold, is to be printed in bold on the browser or the web page. So every element, that is your tag, will have a starting tag, will have some content in the tag, and will have an ending tag. Okay, so the start tag only will have an attribute. Okay, so attribute is nothing but the class name, and attribute value is nothing but value you want to supply. Okay, so just like I'll give you, suppose you want to click on an image, and then you have to give the link where to be transferred, where you want to transfer on upon clicking on that image. Okay, so which you give usually as href, which is a fixed attribute. It is fixed again, since it's a command, it is fixed. Href is equal to, within double quotes you give the value wherever you want to give, that is the destination URL. Okay, so now you have these HTML elements, your opening and closing tags. Okay, every opening tag will have a closing tag, and the small example you can see, the first line is a comment line. Okay, so often you have to ignore comments in programs. So the first line is a comment line, because you can see the angular brackets, and after the first angular brackets, that is the less than symbol, you have the first element or the first character as exclamatory mark. That exclamatory mark aids to be like a comment line for you all. Okay, now you have this br command. Br stands for break. Okay, it's an empty element without a closing tag, and then you have this HTML br and hr tags, that is horizontal rule. Hr stands for horizontal rule tag. Okay, br stands for break line. Okay, then there is some head section. So inside the head section there is title, title opening and title closing tags, which encapsulate the title, complete head section inside the title page. And then you have, I mean, suppose you are making use of some data processing activity in your program, then you should mention that a particular thing, that means use of any scripting language in the program, to be mentioned in the head section. So the complete program, that is the scripting, the script whatever you are going to write, should be embedded within the head tag. So that's the significance of the head tag. So head tag usually will have this script as an attribute. Okay, script tag and type as an attribute. So we will see shortly how do we do the scripting tag. Okay, then coming to the body section is completely the text whatever you want to display, as well as every text will also have some features, right? You want to give some color, you want to give some highlighting, background color, foreground color, then shadow effects, okay, then blinking effects, then you have different types of fonts you want to display, and you want underlining effect, you want some links or lists like bullets form, you want to make a list of items, then you have images you want to display, you have a table of data to be displayed, you want these left side right side frames, okay, and sometimes you also have some forms to be printed, I mean forms to be displayed on the screen, registration form, etc., where you have some text boxes, check boxes, labels, etc. All these things can be done very simply in your using your HTML. Okay, so now you can see a very simple activity to perform the paragraph tag. Okay, paragraph tag usually will perform or usually will give you a paragraph of text. Okay, a paragraph of text, and in between, suppose you have some space to be given before starting of the paragraph, you can give it in this paragraph tag. You can give directly P, it starts directly from the next line leaving some space. Then there is one heading tag, that is H2 tag. Then there is one bold tag, okay, which will give you in bold. Then there is one italic tag, okay, I, and there is one underline tag, U, okay. So all these will give that special effects, and usually the font sizes, there are some predefined sizes in HTML called as heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and so on till 6. So these are defined by their own uh, tag names. Tag name itself is H1. So whatever you write within this H1 tags will be printed in that size. Similarly H2 tag, similarly H6. So on practice or on practically you can see it on the browser what is the size of H1, okay, and what is the size of H6. Based on that you can apply it wherever you want. Okay, then HR is horizontal rule. Okay, most often you want to separate the content into some sections, so you draw a horizontal line. So HR tag will give you one line in horizontal space. Okay, so you can draw one line and then start doing. So these examples you can practice. Then this paragraph line break, suppose you give BR tag, then it will close that paragraph or line to that particular line, and then it joins, or the cursor will be waiting in the next line to print the corresponding or the next content of the page. So you want to print the complete content towards the center of the web page, then you can use the center tag to put any content in the center. Then preserve the, you want to preserve the formatting, let's say pre tag. Okay, so you can write this pre tag so that your text whatever you follow will follow exactly like you write it in the HTML. Okay, the text, so you can write this pre tag so that no formatting, or you can preserve the formatting whatever you do it in the HTML program. Okay, so similarly now you can see these attributes. Okay, so let me show you one small example for the attributes. These are various formatting tags. Okay, some of them are very familiar to you all, like strong will give you important text in a highlighted fashion. Then you have italics, small I, emphasize the text for EM. Okay, marked text, MARK, and small text, deleted text, insert, subscript, superscript, all these are various tags which will print the content in that particular fashion. There are two important tags called as div and element span tags which allow you to group several elements together to create some section or subsection on a web page. So practically I'll show you with some examples how these tags work. Okay, so span is an element, or span tag is a tag which will help you in printing this text, and these tags are commonly used with CSS to allow you to attach a style to a section of a page. Similarly, you have this ALT, class, and href, so which specifies, I mean these are all attributes for your tag. I will show you with an example how these attributes work. Okay, as discussed, this is comment line, and yeah, now we are perfectly fine. Suppose you want to insert an image onto your web page. you can use a tag called as img blank space src. Now src is the name of the attribute, followed by is equal to img url. Okay, so that means wherever you want to take that url you should give. And where is that url? I'm sorry, where is that image? Image should be already available in your standalone computer. Suppose you are using your laptop, so inside your laptop wherever your html file is being stored, so in the same folder you should maintain these images as well. Okay, then you please give the direct complete url or the complete path of the image, then it will perfectly be displayed on this particular place. Now in order to display the image on a web page, what are the dimensions? What is the length and width of the photo frame that you would like to display? Okay, so all these things can be done through other attributes of the image tag. Now what is the first attribute of the image tag? Image tag has one src attribute and image tag has one attribute, other alt attribute. Suppose if the web page is unable to render jpg extension, in that case it will print the alternative text, which is good morning friends. Okay, so you can insert the image, you can set the image, and these are the HTML images that are all aligned. Okay, so are you all clear with the image part? Okay, so you can practice this alignment of images, okay, with various top, middle, bottom, etc. So all these set of attributes that you can use along with the image tag. Okay, img tag, src, align, you can use either left or right as the values. Then similarly alignment, top, middle, bottom, like that you can use. And image spacing, if you want to give, you can give this v space and h space and try out. And this is a small sample program. Okay, thanks.